Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto US 54 Business East, Bagnell Dam Boulevard.
Anyway, welcome to the 33rd annual Magic Dragon Street. Test one, test one.
Awesome. Love it. Getting our day started, everybody. Here at Lake Ozarks, Missouri for the Magic Dragon 33rd Annual. That's how you arrive at a car show.
At a liquor store in Rolla, Missouri, and he hauled whiskey.
Hey, sale.
How much is it?
I'm asking 50.
Wow.
50 bucks ain't bad.
Oh, that's cool. Like the president in there, man.
This was my great grandma's, and I used to take her to church on Sundays, go get ice cream. Go down by that yellow car.
Sometimes you gotta help a fellow car guy out, man.
Hell yeah, we do.
Got the original T-top covers.
So my dad bought this in 1986. It had 8,000 miles on it.
Sam Space 81 reporting from the Ozarks. It's a party. Hell yeah! classics stand out in the crowd. He goes. Steve. It's a work truck, man. It's a workhorse. It's correct.
But it's still got the old toolbox.
Oh, wow. I never see that.
All the old oil from back in the day, the SPG, and old work gloves.
Hey, man, tell me what you were telling me earlier on the camera.
This is 71. I bought it from my great-grandpa, or not my great-grandpa, from my grandpa, because this was my great-grandma's, and I used to take her to church on Sundays, go get ice cream after school, work, whatever I was doing, and we'd cruise around town in it. Whenever I was 3 years old, I started driving this. We would put it in first gear or drive, and I'd stand up in the seat and just steer around the farmhouse.
Priceless.
My whole family learned how to drive in this pretty much, so I heard my grandpa was selling it, and I couldn't let it go to anyone but me.
You did good. You need to keep that. You'll be an old man cruising it around. Sounds killer.
She sadly is no longer with us, but she lives on every time I hop in and she's in the passenger seat, I think.
Bike's coming in. piece of art, isn't it?
That's the nicest one in the show.
They didn't build that in Europe, baby. Get you some.
Be patient with us. Come see me at the stage, not at the tent, for your dash plaque. But when you come, I want to see your windshield entry sheet. Roller cam. Stroker, pushing 500 plus horsepower. I'm here with Nick at the 33rd Annual Magic Dragon Street Meet, and a buddy of mine was telling me about his Monte Carlo. It's got a unique story, and he's going to tell us a little about it. Nick, how are you doing today, man?
All right, doing well.
It's a beautiful car you got. What's the story on this bad boy?
So my dad bought this in 1986. It had 8,000 miles on it. He thought it was going to pan out like the GNXs and be a six-figure car one day. So he threw it in storage, never touched it. 2013 he passes. I get the car. It had 10,002 original miles on it. Never been rained on, never been touched. So I pulled out and I had it for years up until last year. And I was over. Things needed upgraded and I needed to replace. So I figured, well, if I'm going to replace it, I might as well upgrade. So I started with suspension and I put full UMI suspension with double adjustable coilovers on it. I just opened Pandora's box from there. So then I put a 3D3 stroker with Holley fuel injection, and now I'm pushing almost 500 horse, so I knew I needed a drivetrain next.
Well, the paint and body looked original on it, man.
It is. Paint, the only thing left original is paint, body, frame, and interior. Trans, I put a 480E transmission in it. It's got a Ford 9-inch with true track posi, disc brake conversion.
With the gauges and stuff, man.
So here, I'll even turn the key so you can see them, they light up. So it's the Dakota Digital HDX gauges.
Oh, I like those. A good series.
Yep, with the 160 mile an hour speedometer.
Classy. It's still got
Yep.
the original, you know,
Exactly.
sizes and
Yep.
bezel
Oh,
look.
yeah. Then I did retro sound radio with hands-free calling. That way it looks just like the
Classy.
8-track. Yeah, but other than that, the interior's still all original.
Nice.
Upper and lower control arms are all UMI. 4-link UMI in the back as well.
Look like they're nice adjustable.
Yep, running a positive 5-degree caster in the front. So that way I can do pro touring, I can drag it, or I can take the wife and kids out for a cruise on Sunday and go get ice cream.
Idling nice and smooth. I love it, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you. Wow. Couldn't build it for that. Couldn't touch it. Wow.
And it's not quite ready to go to a buyer yet. We got a few things to finish up. We got headlights and stuff like that to finish.
So you putting headlights in and stuff for the purpose of driving on the street?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good to know. Where are you from?
Central Iowa, Eldora, Iowa.
Oh, y'all had a good ride.
Where you guys from?
Yeah, they raise them. Illinois. Edwards.
A lace pattern, man. Old school.
Well,
Cool
I
gasser.
love it. You did a great job.
That engine we built in the shop. We did the paint and body. Engine made 601 horse on my dyno.
Is there a car?
Yes. Yep.
Anybody ever seen these headlights? These are E&J. It runs 1130 in the quarter mile?
With that other engine. This engine now.
I'm still. Wow.
Bought it from a guy that had a liquor store in Rolla, Missouri, and he hauled whiskey from St. Louis to a store in Rolla, and he bought a new Ford pickup and wanted to sell it.
Well, that's an interesting story.
It's got about 115 on it now, right in there. Got a few little dings here and there.
It's a driver.
I used it off and on. I love the car. It's got a pretty good engine in it now. I had a drastic engine last year before last. We were going to hot rod drag week, stuff like that. And now I've got a mild 9-to-1, mild cam, all that stuff. And you can hear the air conditioner and the radio now.
Pulls a good vacuum.
That's right, that's right.
350.
Yeah, 355.
About a 270 cam,
Yeah,
comp cam.
It's a real mild competition cam, hydraulic lift. We haven't done anything serious to it. It's got the original paint, original interior. I've lowered it, lowering kit all the way around.
You got used to that power. I bet it's still got a good.
Well, it don't run bad.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be.
I mean, this car running 14s would be quick, you know.
Yeah, with the other engine. 115,000, I know I drove it. So, put new lights on this thing. There ain't nothing special about the engine.
Well, looks pretty nice. That's all right. We'll hear it. Sounds lovely. Oh, it's got a nice low. That's all you need.
These are old 2.5-inch turbo mufflers. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I thought those back 20 years ago when I bought this.
They sound good. Does it drone or anything? Does it bother you?
Not really. Well, it does a little bit, but not bad. I'll put it quick.
arrive at a car show.
Originally, original members.
I jinxed him. Oh no.
I was stuck in first gear on a hill.
Of course.
So I fixed that first thing this morning.
Here with Danny at the 33rd annual Magic Dragon Street Meet, Lake of the Ozarks. It's about the cleanest IROC I've ever seen. I was walking around it and we got to chatting, and I thought you guys and gals would like to hear a little story about it. So tell us about this clean baby.
Well, I was a GM employee, worked at the Leeds plant in Kansas City out of high school, and I was there about 4 years before they closed the plant. Anyway, I had a car, but I didn't have a new car, and I saw these IROCs and fell in love with the front end and had to have one. So I went to order one in '86, and it says too late to order one. So the day I could order one, I ordered in '87, and it was built in Van Nuys, California. I told my boss, I said, I sold my Trans Am to a guy down here at work. I said, I don't have a way to get to work. He said, well, you better find a way. I said, I don't have my car. He said, well, let's take a look, see where it's at. We went over and sat at the old-time computers in the office for a minute, looked it up, and he told me my car was coming in at 2:30 on a Thursday to Dahmer Chevrolet over on 24 Highway. And so he said, I'm giving you that day off to go over there and get that car. You better be into work Friday. I said, okay. So anyway, he said one more thing. He said, there's some papers coming to your house, and he said, make sure that you don't lose those papers. He said they're real important, because he said if you lose those, I can't sell you that car. And at the time I was 20 years old, so I didn't think about videoing it. I didn't think about the significance of it or anything. But anyway, the papers came, and that Thursday I was over there at 2:30, and Pat Miller was the sales lady at the time. She's getting ready to retire, and she said something, what are you doing here? You know, your car's not in, Danny. And I said, well, I'm supposed to come in at 2:30 today. She said, well, it's 2:35. I haven't seen it yet. She disappeared. She came back a few minutes later. About that time, the car was coming in on a truck. Saw it on the truck there. And I said, well, there it is now. She said, yeah. She said, but I got some bad news. I said, what's that? She said, I don't have the papers. She said, I can't sell you the car until I get the papers. I said, you mean these papers?
she looked at those, she goes, who do you know? You're not supposed to have these. I wouldn't have been able to sell you this car if you lost those. I said, well, you got them. She said, well, we'll have to, you know, take the stuff off, dealer prep stuff. And she said, but you got the papers, so we'll get it sold to you today. And so, you know, at the time I didn't know the significance of it, but you know, I wish I would have. But I was 20 years old. I was just excited to have my first new car. So anyway, I've kept it garage. I lost my grandmother in '88 to cancer, and so anyway, I got her '77 Oldsmobile 88 that I drove in the bad weather. This is my weekend car, and I've just enjoyed it. 10 years ago, I did have a repaint. It had a couple of spots on it, but it's all original. Took the interior out of it. They resprayed it, original color, and I have just kept it as clean and as immaculate, but I drive my cars. I can't just let it sit.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely. Danny, I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Some noise at 3 p.m. So make sure you're at the top of the strip at 2-bit time for that. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
I gotta pay you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, he needs to. It's worth it. Cool as shit. Look at that. Man. old mini bike, man. Love those things. Good times in Missouri. Does the Pontiac sound good or what? 389 400s, 455s, please and thank you. Z card. Ford. Good looking shoebox. Close your door. Yeah. Give me a little. Which would you roll in? Show me. I get to get off on showing everybody having a good time.
Go down by that yellow car.
Sometimes you got to help a fellow car guy out, man.
Hell yeah, we do.
We wouldn't want it happening to us.
I've been here, done it.
Me too, man. We got gravity on our side, though.
Hey, Chrissy, tell me up between the yellow things.
Yeah! Woo! Keep up, baby! Hey, boy! Yeah! Hot damn! swell car, see? It's a swell car, see? Oh man, that'd be cool. Hey, give him room. He's gonna flamethrow it. Go ahead.